Hey y'all, hey, I'm back with another video. So, I wanted to give my little 2 cents, okay, on Monica, I believe, what's her last name, McDermott, on First Take, right? Let's listen to the clip, okay?
So this is what I'm saying to y'all though, and I know we got to go to break, and we didn't necessarily go there, and maybe we should. There are so many layers in this conversation around the way that it's being discussed. No. And yes, Shannon, I know y'all are gonna say and Stephen A, I know you just shared that you've talked about the WNBA on your program too. You guys may not have said everybody, but the prevailing sentiment for folks that are just joining the WNBA and following women's sports is unfair to the women of this league, to your point, who have laid the groundwork for Caitlin Clark to come in and now take it to the next level. That's all I'm saying in these conversations. Kennedy Carter's behavior is not indicative of the entire league. We are still talking about competition where you are allowed to get a little extra elbow in if you are competing and you do it within the parameters of the game. The game is physical. Caitlin is helping to grow the league. These women understand that, but she cannot be babied as a rookie. That's all I'm at.
All right. Who talks about the WNBA? Who talks about women? Who talk about women's sports more than First Take?
Stephen A, respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
Wow.
All right, we gotta go. You guys.
So did you
know you're my guy, but
who does more than
Stephen A,
us?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Wow.
Don't do that. I'm talking to you about the power that you have.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Okay.
All right, let's.
You're my guy, but I'm talking to you.
I got it.
Guys, I really appreciate.
You're my girl, but you've missed a lot of episodes of First Take. You missed a lot.
Stephen A, 3 years ago, you would not talk about the W at this level. Don't do that.
Guys.
Okay, y'all heard that, right? Okay, this is actually very interesting, right? Because I'm actually one of the people that Monica's talking about when she says you have new people that's coming into the WNBA, right? I actually have like 3 to 4 videos already lined up of me trying to get into the WNBA. I'm thinking about putting it on this channel, then maybe transferring it to another one. But I really would like to get more into the WNBA. I have a few videos already lined up where I'm going through each team and I'm talking about the players on each team. I'm talking about the stats and stuff like that because I really am into, I don't want to say sports, but basketball. Male basketball in particular, I'm very much so into, right? So with the WNBA starting to come up a little bit more, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, all of these girls and stuff, I'm really trying to pay attention more, and I want to make a place on my platform where I can discuss WNBA a little bit more and hopefully try to grow community there. But a couple of things we want to discuss, right? So let's first start off with the narrative around Caitlin Clark, right? The narrative is that the girls in the the women in the WNBA are being mean to Caitlin Clark because they're quote unquote hating and they're mad that she's the star. So, obviously there's been really heavy eyes on the games that Caitlin Clark has been in. And in the last couple of games, specifically the last one, she kind of got like fouled real bad by, I believe her name is Cheyenne. I cannot think of her last name, even though she just said it. And it's kind of like, furthered the fuel of a lot of people jumping out the window for Caitlin Clark and feeling like people are being mean to her because she's getting not chin checked, but she's getting checked and she's getting fouled and stuff. And some people feel like that the women in the WNBA are picking on Caitlin because, of all of the press and stuff like that she's brought and things like that. Now, I am not the biggest, like I said, watcher of the WNBA, but I will say that it does feel like people are coddling Caitlin a little bit online. It very much feels like y'all are trying to protect her and insulate her. Like, oh my gosh, it's basketball, right? Like, it's basketball. Sometimes she's gonna get fouled. And I do think, kind of to what Cheyenne was saying, is that she's a rookie, right? So as a rookie, you're gonna have to learn. This ain't college. This is the big leagues. So we're not bullshitting with you no more. We're not scared of you because of who you are or because of your name. We're here to play. Now, I do think that the foul that Cheyenne did was absolutely unnecessary, but we're not gonna act like she's the only person that did that before in the WNBA period or in NBA period that has fouled somebody that was maybe like a flagrant foul or something like that. We're not going to do that. And it has very much so been since Caitlin Clark has entered the WNBA. It has very much so been a very much like coddling. Why are y'all being so mean to the white girl? Why are y'all being so mean to her? Ain't nobody mean. People are playing. And if she wants to be in the league, she needs to play. I don't hear Caitlyn complaining. It's everybody else that's complaining and saying that all of the girls are being too mean to the white girl. We're just being so mean. And I think that's the layers that Cheyenne is talking about, when she's talking about this is a whole lot more layered than they can probably even get into. But we're not going to act like race is not playing into why y'all are coddling Caitlyn the way that y'all are. Like I said, Caitlyn not even complaining about the fouls that she's getting. She's dealing with it, period. And I will give y'all this. Maybe some girls are coming for her, because of her notoriety and stuff like that. But see, the way that you respond to that is what makes legends. It's what makes icons. They literally had to put in a Jordan rule because these niggas was knocking Jordan the hell out. And it showed in The Last Dance, and I'm pretty sure and throughout his career for people that was alive, that he handled that shit with grace. Niggas was mad because Jordan was that guy. And did he deal with it? He dealt with it. He dealt with it and he pushed through. Okay? He went through adversity. So even if it's true that some of the women are giving Caitlyn a little bit of extra, you know what I mean? Because she's that new girl popping into the league. For her to really be tested through and through, she gonna have to work through that. It's not now for everybody and their mama, specifically black men. We're gonna call it for what it is. Specifically for black men. Hi, Charles Barkley. Hi, Stephen A. Smith. To come out of the woodworks and throw on a cape for this white girl, be like, oh my gosh, you're just doing too much and you're just being so mean to her. No. Let her go through the fire. I really don't think that that's what it is. I think that y'all are putting 10 on 20 about the way that girls are coming at her, because I've looked at the last couple of games. She maybe have fouled a couple of times, but she's not the only person. Y'all are just highlighting it because it's her. But let's talk about specifically what Monica said. Stephen A. Smith said, well, who's been covering the WNBA better than First Take? And Monica said, respectfully, until now, you have not talked about the WNBA. And then Stephen A. Smith said, well, you've missed obviously a couple of episodes of First Take because we have. Okay, so a couple of things to that. First of all, I am a person that watches First Take every day. Not every other day, literally every day. And the days that I cannot watch it, I go on YouTube and I catch up with everything that I'm supposed to. Do you want to know what y'all talk about on First Take? You want to know what y'all talk about? When basketball season is in, I'll tell y'all specifically what y'all talk about. Basketball season, and unless these people get cut out, all y'all are talking about is the Lakers, LeBron, wherever Kevin Durant is, whatever, Luka, and y'all are just now starting to talk about the younger kids like and Kat and all and those people like that. But for the most part, y'all mostly talk about the Lakers, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Luka, anybody on the Mavs, like that's who y'all talk about. Mostly the Lakers though. Oh, and the Knicks. That's what y'all mostly talk. Y'all mostly talk about the Lakers and the Knicks, not even basketball as a whole, which is why if you guys was to go back on my platform, I used to have a little segment that I did on my platform called the NBA Focus 4. And what I used to do was I used to focus on 4 different NBA teams that were not the Lakers or the Knicks, okay? To talk about the team, the roster, because in mainstream sports media, we only talk about the same damn people when it comes to basketball. LeBron, the Lakers, the Knicks, if they're doing well. And that's really about it. And maybe, like I said, throw Luka in there every now and again. But for the most part, y'all talk about the same damn topics and the same people. How many more LeBron versus MJ fucking debates can we have? How many times can we do it? How many times can we talk about who the top player of all time is? How many times can we talk about who's the number 1 point guard? How many times can we talk about although I love like Steph Curry, how many times can we talk about how Steph Curry keeps shooting the lights out on people? Y'all literally recycle the same damn topics when it comes to basketball. So let me double down on what Monica said. Stephen A. Smith, with your platform in particular, First Take, and for you to say, well, you must have missed a couple episodes. See, that says a lot in itself right now. Even if I did miss a couple of episodes, that still shouldn't be indicative of the fact. Hold on, let me rewind. If I only missed, if you're saying she must have missed a few episodes, that gives credence to her point. If you did talk about the WNBA, it's only here and there. You don't cover it the way that you're trying to make it seem. I have never watched First Take, and the first story that they're talking about is the WNBA. Never. Unless, like I said, it was closer to this, like around where we are now, with everything going on with Caitlin Clark and Andrew Reese. Prior to that, y'all was not talking about the WNBA. Stop. You talk more about baseball when Mad Dog is on than anything else, and that's a rarity for you to talk about baseball. The First Take talks about basketball and football primarily. Let's be clear. Those are the two things that y'all talk about. Basketball and football. When it comes to basketball, y'all talk about, like I said, the Lakers, LeBron, Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, Luka, Kyrie, Kevin Durant. Y'all cycle the same damn topics in and out. And when it comes to football, specifically on First Take, y'all talk mostly, the biggest thing that you get mostly is the Cowboys, because we all know like his, the back and forth with Stephen A. Smith and the Cowboys. But when y'all talk about football, y'all talk about pretty much the same daggone people too. So let's not repaint history and try to make it seem like First Take is the premier show for you to get all your information on the WNBA and how y'all just covering it all crazy, because y'all don't. Because you don't. And even on your own show, Stephen A. Smith show, you don't really talk about it like that. So let's just stop. It's okay to be honest and say, you want to know what? In the past, we have not really made an effort to talk about the WNBA, but the traction that the WNBA has been picking up over the last year and even with the NCAA, with the women and stuff like that, we are now making an effort to talk about it more. That is the fact of the matter, and that's okay, because we here now, right? And we're gonna do what we can do with what we can do with. But Monica ate him right on up in his face. Wow. It's true. Y'all don't. And to be quite honest, I don't even put that all the way on Stephen A. Smith about why they don't talk about it. They haven't talked about it in the past because from the most part, it probably wasn't seen as very profitable because a lot of people did not watch. But I think that those things come hand in hand. Y'all don't talk about it, so people don't watch. But people don't watch because y'all don't talk about it. From the marketing standpoint, because y'all know that I'm a marketer, right? From a marketing standpoint, if y'all want the WNBA to be bolstered up and stuff like that, we do have to have premier shows about sports to talk about these things, and not just a real quick thing. We need y'all to highlight it the same way y'all highlight the NBA. We need First Take, Undisputed, even though I know a lot of people still don't watch Undisputed, but Undisputed, First Take, First Things First. We need these shows to literally be talking about them in the same way that y'all talk about the NBA. Now, I'm not saying y'all gotta spend nearly as much time, but we need dedication. But y'all get in the comments and tell me what y'all think. I'm out. Bye.